Hi guys, JD Gravity RC here. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about my experience of flying FPV as a beginner. And for the first time, I have done maybe about 5-6 flights already with the QX70, which I like very much. And the reason why I only have 5 or 6 flights is that I only have one battery, so it is best to use just one, the stock battery. So I have, with my FPV experience, try using this Fatshark Predator version 2, which has a 25 degrees FOV, which is field of view. This one is the Dominator V1, which has the FOV of 30 degrees. And this one is the Quanum V2 Pro, and I don't know about the FOV. I think it's about maybe definitely more than the Fatsharks. So it's like sitting very close to a big screen TV, so and you can see a lot more, like maybe 120 degrees or something. And I use the FreeSky Tyrannis because of the FreeSky receiver that I have in this QX70. But let me talk about my experience as a beginner FPV pilot. Some of you may not like what I say because I'm new to FPV, but that's fine. But this is information for all those who are coming into FPV, and which I would encourage you to do, because it is a fun way to fly your quadcopter, and it's a very surreal feeling. When you put on that goggle, it's very different from looking at the screen. You become part of your quadcopter. So as soon as you start your quadcopter, you can hear the vibration and the quadcopter propeller spinning up, and but you can't see the quadcopter itself, but you can see from its point of view. So when it starts to take off, you can hear the propeller keep spinning louder and louder because you're throttling up. And when you fly close to you, you can feel all the the excitement, the propellers, and even when sometimes you accidentally fly over your head, you can feel the wind blowing down on you. So, but as it goes further and further away from you, the sound becomes less and less. And then suddenly you don't hear the sound anymore because you have flown it a bit further away, which is a different part of your house. And then from that point onwards, it becomes like, it's like in a dream. You can feel that you're flying your quad, but you can't see your quad, but you can see everything in front of you, and then you're trying to maneuver this and fly this around. And then when it turns back and it comes back closer and closer to you, you can hear the propeller sounds again. And then as it comes back to you, and then if you point your quadcopter directly at you, you can see yourself. That's a very surreal feeling, and it's very nice because you're going to experience something that you would never thought that you will experience, like flying something you can see, you can control it without even have to look at the quad. So that's my first experience, and since then, that was about 5 or 6 flights ago, I have been craving for flying FPV every single time. So I will probably be buying more batteries, and we'll be taking this QX70 around the house for many more flights to come. And in terms of using goggles, now I'm going to talk about the differences in using these different type of goggles and which one I like best and which one is for which type of flying. With the Quanum V2 Pro, what you're going to see is it's just like you sit in front of a big screen TV, or you sit in front of the big screen in a cinema or in a concert hall, and you can see a lot in front of you but very close in. So it's something like this. You can see when you put on your goggle, you see something like this. And of course you see a lot more from the side and in front of you, but I just want to show you this is what you can see in the goggle. Whereas in the Fatshark Predator V2, what you can basically see from my personal perspective is like you see like this, but this screen that you see now is about maybe 10 feet away from you. So you have like a square here, but it's not as close up here, but it's more about that far away. So basically you are looking at your environment in a very small square, and you can see a lot around you, and it's just like you're looking at your quad when you're flying it line of sight, but this time it's FOV, so you can see it like that, but at the same time you can see the environment, so like that. So this is how it looks like to me. As for the Fatshark Dominator V1, because it has 30 degrees point of view, it's very similar. You still see it like 10 feet away from you or 3 meters away from you if you use the metric system, which I use metric system anyway. So you can see that far, but like that, but of course you can see a bit more in front of you to the side of you. So basically when you fly using Fatshark, you see something like this in front of you. So when you move it, you can see like that. But for Quanum V2, you can see a lot in front of you. You can see the side, but it's much closer to you like that. So you have to move it around. So when I use the Quanum V2 Pro, especially in a very tight space, when you fly like that in front of you, because it's so close up to your eyes, you have to scan the whole screen using your eyes, and it takes time, especially if you've had any experience of sitting in front of a concert hall, in front of a big screen TV. You can see everything very big, but you have to scan your eyes, and then it takes a lot for you to react. So it slows down your reaction time. So when you fly in tight spaces, by the time you can see something to your right, you don't have time to react because the quad will have flown very close to the obstacles and you're going to crash. So when I use the Quanum V2 Pro, I tended to crash a lot because of the slow reaction time. But I think if you are an expert or a pro in FPV flying, it's not a problem for you using the Quanum V2 Pro type of goggles, because you already know what to look at, what to look for, and you can compensate for that. Just like any person who has flown quadcopter using the hobby grade transmitter and the toy grade one. If you have used the hobby grade one and you have a toy grade and you have experience in flying them, you can easily compensate for the small short throw distance in the toy transmitter, so you can fly it quite well. So it's similar with goggles, but with the Fatsharks, what you can see is you can see the whole screen in front of you, so you don't need a lot of time for your eyes to scan the whole screen, so your reaction time will be faster. So when you look at through the Fatshark, you're basically looking at a big picture in front of you, and your eyes see everything, so you know where the obstacles are, so you can easily avoid it like that. So I have used this Predator V2, and I've flown it in my usual test room, and I could hover it around, and then I decided to use the Dominator V2. Then I was able to fly away from the room to the other parts of my house. But this is just the one level, not double story, so I haven't tried the double story yet. But in terms of flying experience, the Quanum V2 Pro type of goggles, I think you can use it for casual flying. It's like, for example, you're flying a big open space and you want to be immersed in looking at all the environments, and because it is in a big space and you're not flying through obstacles, you're not racing, so you have more time to react, and there's more space for you to make mistakes and to recover. So Quanum V2 Pro type of goggles is good for casual flying around in a big environment, whereas for the Fatshark type of goggles, you can do precision flying, and also you can enjoy casual flying, but of course you can't see a lot because the screen is far away from you in the goggles, but you do get that tight control and you can see a lot more, and your reaction time is much shorter, and you can fly your quad much better. So that's the difference between the two of them. The Fatshark, you can use it for casual flying and also precision flying and racing, and you can improve your skills a lot through that. Whereas with the Quanum V2 Pro type of goggles, it takes a bit more time to get used to it, and it's best to use only for casual flying, but unless you are a pro already, you are an expert, you can use it for racing. But I would still recommend using Fatshark for precision flying. Like I said, this is coming from a beginner. You may not like what I say. You may think that what I say is not correct, but it's your opinion. But this is just my opinion and my experience, and I would like to share it with all my viewers. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys got some info and hope this will help you. So please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. So until next time, this is JT Gravity RC. Cheers.